Hey guys, welcome to Neat Movie News. My name is Dean Thomas.
His name is Dean. We like Dean.
And this weekend we have got Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds fighting an alien in Life.
Look how fast it's growing. Every single cell is a muscle cell and a nerve cell.
All muscle, all brain. How smart is this thing?
Now, if you had seen the trailers for this movie, you might have just thought, this looks like an Alien ripoff. It looks like very similar plot-wise, everything. And I'm going to tell you, it very much is. Now, it's not a carbon copy, it's not exactly, but it's the same basic premise of a bunch of astronauts on a space shuttle, this time the International Space Station, so we're a little bit closer to Earth than an alien. And they find this alien life form, and in this case from Mars. And they take it aboard the ship, and from there things, the alien starts to grow, it starts to develop, it starts to become a very big threat, and then it becomes a fight for survival, and how do we kill this thing? And that is basically all you need to know about this movie. That is the general plot. And then you've got this group of astronauts. You got, like as I mentioned at the top, you got Ryan Reynolds, you got Jake Gyllenhaal, you've got Rebecca Ferguson from Mission Impossible 6, Mission Impossible 5, 6 is not coming out, Mission Impossible 5. She was also in The Girl on the Train last November. I really like her. And then there's some other familiar faces in here you might recognize, although you may not know their names. And really, I gotta say, for this movie, like I said, it's not the most original. You've seen a lot of this stuff before, but what this movie attempts to accomplish, it does. And I think it does it really, really well. It's a horror thriller. It's an alien on a spaceship, kind of close quarters, confined, kind of just trying to survive, figure out how do we kill this thing. And it executes all those things really well. I think, and a lot of the credit goes to the director, Danny Esposito. Believe that is his name, because the way he really directs it, he really gives us this claustrophobic work. He really builds tension really, really well. The opening scene of this movie too is a really cool, just one-shot tracking. The camera flips and goes all around as they work through zero gravity, because the entire movie is in zero gravity, which I thought they pulled off great. It was very believable. Not for a second did I think, oh, I can tell they're on a wire, or I can tell this really isn't. No, I really did believe all of that at all times. And like I said, he builds tension really well, and a big credit to that goes to the music. The music's very loud, and it overcomes and everything, and it really highlights certain moments, and it really gets your heart racing, your adrenaline pumping. And that's, like I said, if you're going into this movie looking for a horror thriller to kind of get your heart racing, to kind of get a few jump scares here and there, this movie does that, and I think you'll get that out of it. It's just not the most original, and a lot of the characters, they're not necessarily memorable. Yes, you've got some great actors in there, and the characters themselves are good enough that you can get invested in for the story, but you're not going to leave the theater really knowing their names. I don't remember any of them. They're not memorable characters, but they do serve their purpose quite well. Solid performances all around, obviously, as you would expect with these sort of people. These sort of actors, I should say. But it's a really enjoyable movie that accomplishes what it needed to. It gets you your heart racing, it kind of scares you here and there, and it gives you a really creepy alien. The creature itself is a very unique and creepy thing, and I think that accomplishes itself really well. It's pretty brutal at times. This movie definitely deserved the R rating it got for certain moments in this, and I really liked how they pulled off space. Like I mentioned, the zero gravity, but the design of the space station itself, the way they shot all of it, the way the camera maneuvers through the zero gravity, I really liked all of that stuff, and this was just a fun ride of a movie. I went in not expecting a lot, just hoping that I'd get a kind of cool, creepy horror sort of thriller movie. That's exactly what I got. Nothing too memorable. It's not a game changer. You're not probably going to remember this movie for years to come, but I think you can have an enjoyable time in the theater. So for me, I'm going to give Life a 71%. Cool, creepy alien. I mean, good music, keeps your heart racing, relatively well directed, well acted. Just not the most original, most memorable movie, but it's a fun time at the theater. So I definitely think Life is something worth checking out. It accomplishes what it needed to, and I had a lot of fun with it because of that. So there you guys have it. That is my review of Life. And if you want to stay up to the latest in the world of movie news, make sure you're following me on Twitter at NeatMovieNews for all the latest. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you back here next time.